Hi, we're going to learn a little portion from the Zohar, Parshat Pinchas, which really speaks about reincarnations. A lot of beautiful, deep messages that are here, very, very healing and very transformative from the book of the Zohar, Parshat Pinchas. And so Rabbi Shimon says, Hai bar nash de natil Gilgula de nishmata, a person that acquires a reincarnation, velo zachi di tatken be, and is not worthy or did not merit to have that soul being fixed within him or her. Ki'ilu mishaker bekushta de malka. It's as if that they lie or they cheat the image of God. In other words, the image of God is that God placed us in this world in order to accomplish something, to have what we call a tikkun. And if a person comes from a previous lifetime into this lifetime, it means that in this lifetime we have the ability to actually fix not just our present lifetime, but our previous lifetimes. And if we don't do that, and we're like, you know what, let me just skip out on this one, then it's as if he lies on the image of Hashem, right, of the king. The verse says in Leviticus that if a person finds a lost object and they don't return it, they just leave it there, manish bal sheker, and they basically lie on it. Tavle de lo ivrit, it says it's good that person was never even created. The Zohar continues, Taninan, tzadik gamor eine nidche, v'tzadik she'eino gamor nidche. That there is a situation that we have a complete tzaddik, someone who is full with their righteousness, and then we have someone that is not fully righteous. So the Talmud speaks about this aspect, but the Zohar over here uses this in the context of reincarnations. It says that a person that comes back again in this lifetime and they have a certain fixing to do, and that fixing is minimal, because in this lifetime they're here to fix a certain aspect, dynamic of their soul. But in their previous lifetimes, their previous incarnations, they were more righteous in what they did. So the one who is not so righteous gets pushed aside for the one that's righteous, meaning that the body that soul will come back to in the resurrection of the dead, Tchiyat HaMeitim. We know that, we believe in this tenet. It's the last of the 13th principles of the Maimonides, believing in the resurrection of the dead. And so the souls come back again in the bodies, and the bodies have a new level of consciousness and vitality, right? That go to a different level. And so if a person comes back in another lifetime and they're not here necessarily to fix the full spectrum of their soul, then they come back in the previous body where the soul was in the body that was more righteous and affected more. And the Zohar continues, someone that does not fulfill all of their aspects, so then they're called an incomplete tzaddik. A complete tzaddik does not have within him or her the same level of fixings as other individuals that come into this world. And this person that is righteous in this lifetime, then they actually build the foundation of the building for the other lifetimes where the person may come back as an incomplete aspect of themselves in order to really correct and to fix a deeper aspect of themselves. Tzaddik she'eino gamer debani binyan v'achsante achare, and a tzaddik that is not complete, that builds structures in a lot that is not theirs. In other words, that the body is the lot, and the body is now not theirs because they're going to have to come back to the original body. Chafar ba'berin, so then it was involved in digging very, very deep wells, which is referring to the raising up of the lower dimensions, of the unconscious levels that are there within the individual in this lifetime to do these very particular fixings Ha'atkin avni yesoda k'kimele kadmin. So then that person in this next lifetime helped fix what was done in the previous lifetime, in the original. Ve'amal ba v'lo yada ishtar dilei. And the person basically does not know, will they remain in this body? Will this be their body? Or will this aspect of their soul go back to that more collective, grander level of the body, and they will now resurrect in the original higher level form of their body. Misirta delay tav v'tzadik iker dehu achsana lav hachi levar nash. So this is compared to a person. Debani binyanin shapir nyayin lemechze. So a person builds beautiful buildings, structures. Istakel biyasoda. So then when we look at the foundation, we see that the foundation is actually faulty, and it goes and it moves to different directions. It's not firm. So then that actually undoes the original foundation. Because the original foundation was a really great foundation. And then on top of that, someone just puts on a foundation that doesn't go really deep. And therefore the buildings look externally beautiful, but we never know what's going to happen to the buildings. The buildings may topple over, collapse. Therefore it's not called a complete structure, a real building. So then this person is considered an incomplete tzaddik. And they're pushed off. So Tachazi, come and see. So this is relating to Pinchas. It tells us the man de mekane l'shema kadisha, one that has the zealotry for the Holy One, blessed be He, for Hashem. Even if a person will not get to inherit this body, and they won't get greatness out of it, but they're doing the right thing, and they're just fully in and 100% wanting to connect on the highest level, then this person will actually gain and receive the rights to have this resurrection basically happen in that body, in the secondary body. In other words, even though it's not as great as the first one, but this person in this lifetime did such a powerful act of just of yearning and of coming close and of zealotry, in this case of Pinchas, so then that body gets to resurrect. And we see this like by Pinchas. Pinchas was not really worthy at that time for all the greatness that was destined for him. But since Pinchas really had this kina, this zealotry for the Holy One, blessed be He, so then he fixed all of the souls that were within him. So we know that Pinchas had within him the soul of Eliyahu, the soul of Nadav and Avihu that died. So they were much higher souls than Pinchas. They were the children of Aaron. And within the act of Pinchas, he was able to fix these souls of Nadav and Avihu that were on the level of Moshe and Aaron. V'zacha, and therefore, he merited lishtamash b'chahuna ilah. He merited to serve as the high priest, me'ahishaita, from that time and on. Nikra Pinchas, therefore he's called Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen. Why is he called the son of Aaron? Because he really is through the fixing of Nadav and Avihu, who were children of Aaron. So therefore Pinchas is called the son of Aaron as well. Beginning kine l'shema demari itatkam madi itatkam. So he fixed what was perverse, what was messed up by Nadav and Avihu, who were perfect tzaddikim, but a little bit that they did, and Pinchas came to fix that. So we would think that, well, it's Nadav and Avihu, they have the original rights, they're on the higher level. But no, because of the really incredible act that Pinchas had, he was able to be the one that really received eternal life. We know Pinchas hu Eliyahu, and he gets to go to every bris milah, and he gets to come to us on the Passover Seder, and he comes to reveal secrets to all the chachamim and all the tzaddikim throughout the ages. And we have a level of connecting to this soul, this grand soul of Pinchas, who is Eliyahu. And this teaching of the Zohar really tells us a tremendous amount in our generation. We may think, oh, we're standing on the shoulders of giants, and we are, absolutely. And we're like, well, what's the point of even what we're doing? We're doing so little. But we're doing it in such an incredible way. We're doing it in such a deep way that our avoda, our job now, at this time, right, before Mashiach, is we have so many challenges. And when we take those steps and we really do that courageously, and with emunah, with belief in Hashem, and with bitachon, with trust in Him, so we're doing a Pinchas step, and we're meriting to have eternal life. And the Rebbe actually tells us, the Lubavitcher Rebbe in 1992 said that this generation, our generation, has the ability to really harness eternal life, just like Pinchas was able to harness eternal life within that soul of Eliyahu, because of the magnitude of the potential of our generation. Yes, there were greater, higher, loftier souls in the previous generations than who we probably were in previous lifetimes. But in this lifetime, and happening right now in this time, we really get to choose, we really get to act, and we really take like such incredible, strong steps towards our higher destiny, the destiny on our individual level, on the level of the collective level, and we get to really harness the potentiality for eternal life, for the goodness that is there for us for all of time. So may we merit that. May we merit to really step up to our potential, to take it courageously with trust and with belief, and to do that in a way that comes about chesed and rachamim, in a way of kindness and goodness. And may we merit that collective goodness that is here right around the corner, happening now. May we see that soon.